In the history of mankind, few moments stand out as profoundly transformative and divinely orchestrated as the parting of the Red Sea. This extraordinary event wasn't just a testament to God's unparalleled power, but also a turning point for an enslaved nation yearning for freedom. Imagine being trapped with an impassable sea in front of you, a merciless army behind, and nothing but your faith to rely on. This is the story of Moses, a man chosen by God to defy the mightiest empire of his time and lead an entire nation to freedom. Stay with us as we delve into the awe-inspiring narrative of courage, faith, and deliverance, the miracle at the Red Sea. Before we begin, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and comment "God bless you" below to spread a wave of blessings around the world. Let's dive into the story. ####A nation in chains. For 400 years, the Israelites toiled in the land of Egypt, enslaved and oppressed under Pharaoh's iron fist. Yet, their cries for liberation ascended to heaven, and God chose Moses, a Hebrew raised in Pharaoh's own household, to be the instrument of their salvation. After years of exile in Midian, God appeared to Moses in a burning bush, commanding him to confront Pharaoh and demand, "Let my people go." Despite Pharaoh's stubborn refusal and Egypt's suffering through 10 devastating plagues, the final blow, the death of the firstborn, shattered the empire's resolve. In a night of anguish, the Israelites prepared to leave, their homes marked with lamb's blood to shield them from the angel of death. That night, the Exodus began. ###The pursuit. The Israelites, numbering over 2 million, began their journey toward the Promised Land. God led them with a pillar of cloud by day and fire by night, a visible reminder of his constant presence. But Pharaoh's grief turned to rage. Realizing he had released his entire workforce, he assembled his army, complete with 600 elite chariots, and set out to reclaim his slaves. The Israelites found themselves trapped by the Red Sea. Fear gripped their hearts as Pharaoh's forces closed in. Cries of despair echoed across the camp, as they accused Moses of leading them to die in the wilderness. But Moses, firm in his faith, reassured them, saying, "Do not be afraid. Stand firm, and you will see the deliverance the Lord will bring you today. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still." ###The miracle unfolds. God's instructions were clear. Raise your staff and stretch out your hand over the sea to divide the water. As Moses obeyed, a powerful east wind swept through the night, dividing the waters and creating a dry path flanked by towering walls of water. Can you imagine the scene? Families walking cautiously, marveling at the sight of fish swimming in walls of water beside them, while the heavens held back the mighty sea. It was a path of faith, illuminated by the fire of God's presence, as they crossed to the other side. Pharaoh, consumed with fury, ordered his chariots to pursue them. But as the last Israelite set foot on solid ground, God commanded Moses to stretch his hand over the sea once more. The waters rushed back, swallowing the Egyptian army in a torrent of judgment. Not a single soldier survived. ###The Song of Freedom. On the far side of the sea, the Israelites erupted in a chorus of praise. Led by Moses and his sister Miriam, they sang of God's triumph. *I will sing to the Lord, for he is highly exalted. Both horse and driver he has hurled into the sea. The Lord is my strength and my defense. He has become my salvation. This moment marked not just their physical liberation, but the birth of a new identity as God's chosen people. ###Lessons from the miracle. The parting of the Red Sea is more than a historical event. It's a story of trust, obedience, and the boundless power of God. It reminds us that when we face impossible circumstances, God is our waymaker. No obstacle is too great when we put our faith in Him. If this story inspired you, visit our store using the first link in the description below. Discover religious apparel, mugs, and beautiful accessories to keep your faith close every day. Let us walk in the light of this miracle, knowing that the same God who parted the Red Sea is with us in every storm.